Thank you for joining me on this episode of Highway Spec. My name is Trent. We are going to spec out a very cool supercar. I am a big fan of McLaren, and just last month we spec'd out the McLaren Artura, which you see here on the screen right now. Very cool car, very cool spec. Of course, I am biased. However, today we're going to do a completely different McLaren. The Artura is definitely more street-oriented. I want to do something more track-oriented, and that is the 765LT. So first thing we need to decide between the coupe and the spider. Now this is all predicated on using their configurator, so I know I am not getting one of these because the production is sold out or will soon be sold out. So the question is, do you go with the coupe or the spider? And for me, if I had the option, I would go with the coupe because this is going to be a track-focused vehicle. So let's build a track-focused vehicle. So the 765LT is the long tail version or their higher performance version, and 765 stands for the amount of power it makes in PS. So not your typical horsepower rating that you have here in the United States, but still going to be an incredibly fast vehicle. So let's configure it here. Now, first thing we need to figure out is the color. And this is where it gets really difficult because there are so many great colors. This Curacao blue, like beautiful color. Green looks great on it. There's lots of orange accents to it, being that it's a McLaren, so of course orange works really well with it. I'm not a huge fan of yellow on it, especially that particular yellow. White, again, looks great. If you notice, I'm just kind of skipping right over the standard colors because I know there are some great options as we go down the list here. Vega Blue looks tremendous, and Smoked White, I haven't actually seen that one in person, but that one really does intrigue me. All right, the gray, love that. Looks great in red. Nardo orange, interesting one. But most likely I'm going to end up here in the MSO, McLaren Special Operations. Special! Their color palette. This Tokyo Cyan looks really nice. Sarth Gray, oh, gorgeous. Paris Blue, I think I mentioned in the Artura video, one of my all-time favorite colors, really. Cirrus Gray, I think, is a contender for sure. Something about it. Ceramic Gray, also a contender. The Papaya Spark is a little overdone in my opinion, so I think I'm going to stay away from that. It's really hard to narrow down, if you couldn't tell. So I'm clicking literally every color there is. And of course you've got Lantana Purple, looks great, but I think this Ceramic Gray is the way that I would go. It's a little more understated given that this is a supercar. Usually I try to stay away from the understated colors, lean into the supercarness of it.
That's a made-up word, people!
I think it's really fitting of this vehicle to go with that color. And being more track-focused, it doesn't need to be a bright, shiny color. Yes, it will see some time on the road, but that's not where it will spend most of its time. So there are a lot of black accents on this, and given that this will be a track-focused car, I actually like the idea of the black wheels just for the fact that it hides the brake dust. It's not going to be a garage queen sitting there all the time getting polished. If it was more street-focused, I probably would go with the silver wheels, but I do like the gloss black with the laser-etched vehicle branding. You can see right there you've got a little 765LT on the wheel, which is kind of cool. Yes, we're going to go ahead and upgrade the brakes to the track brake package, and then I think we're going to go with an orange caliper because of the orange accents on the outside, and of course we're going with the Trofeo R tires. All right, so the Club Sport Pack gives you the lightweight carbon fiber racing seats. Already gives you that brake upgrade, the telemetry, which is kind of cool. Gives you cameras front and rear. They're not the best cameras, but it does give you the cameras so that you can see your lines later and should, in theory, help you out.
It helps.
Now, you do have the Club Sport Pro Pack on top of that, which gives you the harness bar and gives you a 6-point harness as well. And I think that would be the smart move, again, being more track focused. All right, carbon fiber, we're just gonna load it up. Track focused, we wanna make sure it has the lightest weight possible, but it is also visually appealing. So we're gonna add the carbon fiber package, and of course the price on this would be astronomical. Fortunately, the configurator doesn't give us any pricing, so we're gonna go ahead and do it. All right, so you've got the Stealth Pack as well. All right, let's pretend I clicked the Stealth Pack there. As each time I click it, the configurator just doesn't know what to do. It's really funny that the Maserati website was not functioning correctly, and same with McLaren. Both vehicles that kind of have an issue with reliability in terms of the general consensus of the public. That's not necessarily the case of all the owners, but from an outside perspective, they're not known to be the most reliable, and they're both the websites that have the biggest issues. So kind of funny. We'll go ahead and pretend that I clicked that Stealth Pack. We're going to add the carbon fiber panels, carbon fiber rear diffuser, carbon fiber front splitter. Now the front fender, we're going to do the carbon fiber louvers.
What is that? Carbon fiber?
Front number plate plinth in carbon fiber. Front air intakes in carbon fiber. And the hood, we're actually going to go with carbon fiber. Surprise, right? Air intakes, exterior door upper, lightweight front badge, side skirts, and this is where I love the LT models, that you can get a roof scoop. These are not optioned on a lot of vehicles, more so on the 675LT. They're super rare. They were more popular with like the 600LT and the 765LT, but it is a very expensive option, so a lot of people skip over that. I think it's very cool. Speaking with people who have owned these vehicles, it provides a different sound because you hear the air sucking in from the cabin. I think that's really cool, and obviously it gives you fresher air being up higher, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Got the carbon fiber door mirror casings and the door mirror arms we're going to do in carbon fiber as well. Active rear spoiler in carbon fiber, all the carbon options, if you couldn't tell. We're doing it all. Rear aero bridge. There we go. We've probably got at least over $100,000 in carbon fiber options at this point in time. All right, so we talked already about the reliability of their website, and that's the case again. For the interior, it doesn't want to render it for some reason, but I would choose this carbon black with the burnt orange Alcantara. That very tiny picture right there, you can see that it is more of a two-tone look, and every time you click something, you get like half a second glimpse of it. So that's what I would choose based on that half-second glimpse. We are going to do carbon fiber on the interior as well. We've already got the lightweight carbon fiber seats. I would go with the orange seat belts, give it a little bit more of a visual appeal. We're going with the visual carbon fiber steering wheel. You can see, again, it doesn't really want to render that. I'm fine with the manual steering column. And then sill trim in carbon fiber. Oh, there we go. Now it's showing the interior. You can see that two-tone look. I really do like that. The harnesses are a little busy, but hey, it's what you get. And now that I can visually see it, that burnt orange definitely is different than those orange seatbelts. So we're going to go ahead and change those back to black. There we go. A little bit better looking there. All right, air vents in carbon fiber, center tunnel in carbon fiber, Got door stowage pocket with net. The harness bar, the harness color. I think these are going to be the McLaren orange. Yeah, those are not going to mesh well with that color interior, so we're going back to black. Now this push to drink system is interesting. You can basically have a little bottle back here, push a button, delivers a drink to you. If I were doing extensive track days like longer distances, that would be very interesting, but given that it would be more of the non-wheel-to-wheel track day type usage, that's not very appealing, so I'm going to go ahead and stay away from that. Do want air conditioning, believe it or not, but the 4-speaker system, that works for me, and we already had that track telemetry. So 360-degree park assist will actually be kind of nice, considering if you're harnessed in, you can't really move too much to look around and see what you're backing up towards. So we'll go ahead and do that. Not going to worry about the home link or the alarm upgrade. Well, let's go ahead and do the volumetric. Not going to worry about the alarm upgrade. There we go. We do have floor mats. That is an option. Not going to worry about the car cover, any of those things. So fire extinguisher, probably not a bad idea. So let's go ahead and take a look at what is my McLaren 765LT Spec. So unfortunately, it doesn't seem like I can get rid of this little summary over here, but we do have the MSO ceramic gray, lightweight wheels, track brake upgrades, orange calipers, best tires, club sport pack, all of the carbon fiber options, everything that you can think of. And I think it's a really cool spec. What do you think of it? What would you change? How would you spec out a 765LT? But if you made it this far, thank you for watching first and foremost. If you did make it this far, please consider liking the video, subscribing, clicking the bell notifications, all the things the YouTube algorithm loves, so they push the video out to more people so I can make more videos like this for you. But thank you again for joining me. I will catch you on the next one.